present the dance, chapter 2, Hunger and Affection. The song is The One, the artist is Omar Wilson, and the choreography is Jermaine Matthews of Common Ground, Paulette P.J. Jones, and Kelly Caldwell of IFE. If you or someone you know is located in the New Orleans area and interested in cardio line dancing classes, please call 504 251 0674. And here we go.
I want you more every day. I'll never run out of ways to please you, baby. Hey, I'll never leave you alone. Hey there, lover, you're the one that I adore. I'll never let you go. You're the one that makes me lose control. And you're the one I'll never let you go.
This your man down, Tony producer. And the Line Dance Connection. Tap performer. And my girl Queen Sheila. Come on, get busy.
What up, Sandra? How you doing?
How are you?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I'm straight, man. I'm just getting my energy back. Well, actually, nah, I gotta get a nappy now. I ain't gonna lie. I need a nappy in, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get right.
Yeah.
But I'll be all right. I'm straight. How about yourself? How you doing?
I am great. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I am just full of joy and happiness and love. And,
Come on, you doing you
even
doing the
got some
most,
energy
man.
going on over here.
You're doing the most right now. You're doing too much right now. You cut it
Look,
off.
don't hate because you just come back from Detroit. How was it?
Yeah. Oh man, March Madness, it was on point. It was awesome, and it was necessary because it's us getting back. Because I don't know if you know, but that was our first time coming back since the shutdown. Since
Okay.
since they had that, so that was like their first event since the shutdown, and a lot happened during that shutdown. Like that was the last event during the shutdown, and that was the first event of their event for the shutdown, and everybody came out, and it was great to see everyone. And it was just great to see people being, have that refreshing because a lot of people haven't danced since the shutdown. So it was really nice, and I got the opportunity to run into a lot of people, say what up, take pics, and all that other stuff. So it was great. It was awesome. Definitely enjoyed it. And shout out to Nicole and Curtis Good and them. They did their thing always.
My girl
So
Cole
man,
Cole.
hey, the Cully Cole funny, man. I don't have to say her. She's a bad influence. I would say she a
Yeah, I
bad
saw your
influence.
88 pictures that you took.
Yeah,
Well, okay, 88 that you posted. I'll put it that way.
yeah. I had to, Facebook wouldn't let me post more, so I had to do a whole separate post for that. But yeah, man, because when we go to these events, I always like to take a pitch with a lot of people for a couple of reasons. One, just to say what's up. It's a friendly thing to do for everybody and all that stuff. And two, when their birthday come up, I can act like I know them. You know what I'm saying? I say, hey, what up, girl? We go way back. You remember that night?
Oh, but it's a act.
Dang, girl.
Oh, okay. Hi, how's everyone doing? That's our girl Melva in the house, Carla's in the house, Karen, B. Thompson, that short girl. Hi, what's
What
up?
up?
And my girl Brandy. Hey, she repping Montgomery.
Oh,
MGM, what's up, Brand? So
okay.
good to see you on today.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Marquise?
I didn't say nothing. That's what's up. Hey, Brandy.
Oh, hey, Ross, how are you? And there's Linda and Adrian. Y'all, we are in for a treat.
Mhm.
Donnie, what's up, fam? How are you? Hi. We're in for a total treat today. Are y'all ready? You ready, Marquise?
Yeah. I'm definitely ready. I'm excited. Can't you
You
see?
sure? Okay,
Yeah.
I need a little bit more excitement in your voice.
Oh,
You sound like you, I'm like,
I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better as time goes.
oh, okay. Well, here we go. The lady of the hour,
All right.
Linda.
Hey,
Hey.
got Linda in the
Hello,
building.
my family.
Hey,
Hi,
Linda.
Sandra. Marcus, I think we need to talk about you. You got a hangover. You should not be on this live. No, he got a hangover from.
Nah, see that when I'm in
Get
this
it
space,
together.
when I'm in this space, that means my mind is creative. I have no boundaries to the things I say and do now. I get creative in the mind now. So
And that's dangerous. That is so dangerous.
you just never
So
know what I'm
greetings
Totally
from
dangerous.
New Orleans. And I want to say hello to my Let's Mess It Up Soul Line Dancing family. Hello to my extended line dance family, Carla from London. Love you, Carla. Connie, Penny, Adrian, Deeb, Brandy, the short girl, Linda, Roz, Donetta, Brandy, and everybody that's tuned in. Greetings from New Orleans, and I'm excited to be here.
Awesome.
Well, we are excited to have you here. And okay, well, I'll wait on that. But before I go there, tell us, who is Linda Sims?
As y'all know, I'm from New Orleans, and I'm a line dance instructor, but my profession is a health and fitness consultant.
Okay.
And I've been in fitness for over 30 years.
Wow.
And so I set up aerobic programs for hospitals, for fitness centers, and so I've always did type of fitness as an instructor, and I just had the opportunity to make a transition into line dancing, and that's what I did. And that came through setting up a aerobic program for a local gym that I used to attend. She didn't have an aerobic program, so I implemented different form of fitness, kickboxing, and I also implemented line dancing. So I just made that migration over into line dancing.
Oh, interesting. So, how long have you been teaching line dance?
I would say about 13 years. It started really right after Hurricane Katrina. I migrated to the Memphis area. I worked at a wellness center for FedEx. And at the end of my routine, I always taught some of the line dances that we did in New Orleans. And it actually turned into a entire class. And so when I returned home after Hurricane Katrina, and I went into this local gym, they needed a aerobic program, and I started teaching line dancing. But it really came when I would return home. Of course, we were living in the trailers, right? So I was working to get my home back together. But at the end of each evening, I would take my shower and I would sit on a computer and watch these people line dance. So it was like Soul Train was no longer, right? But this was like Soul Train. This was like
Okay.
American Bandstand every evening watching these people line dance.
Mm.
And it just started from there. And so when I got my house back together, I went back into the gym and I wound up, setting up a program for this local gym and I started teaching line dancing just from watching those people.
So did you like basically um go to like most people who got introduced to line dancing, they went to a class and then learned and then grown from there? Was that set up for you, or how did it set up for you? Like how did that happen?
No, no, it was just like this was part of my fitness training. Line dancing to me was just movement. Okay, so I taught aerobics, I taught step. Whenever I taught something, like if I taught step, I would watch some other trainers do it or whatever. So this is what I did. I watched people dance on YouTube. I watched I Am Kenny J uh, in Miami, Step in the Name of Life. I was just watch videos. And just from them staying, and back then nobody was doing instructionals. Everybody was just dancing.
Okay.
And I would watch them dance and teach my class.
Oh.
Wow.
I would watch Parkside. Oh no, I'm sorry. Parkside. Later on, I started watching Parkside, and they were actually doing instructional. And I learned a lot from them. And I would just take what I learned from them, and I was teaching in my class.
That's what's up. You don't really hear that story, so that's good to hear.
So how did you come, or when did you decide to start recording and sharing the way you do now, your instructionals and teaching and, things of that nature?
So as an aerobic instructor, it was always important for me for everyone to participate. I've always, as an instructor, taught at different levels because I always wanted everybody in the room to participate. And someone came to my class and they had an adult ministry at the church, and they wanted me to come over. They were having a adult social at the church, and they said they were going to be playing, regular music for people to dance in this Christian atmosphere. And they played the wobble, and everybody was on the floor dancing except this lady. And I walked over to her, and I was talking to her. I said, "Why are you not dancing?" And she said, "Well, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do the wobble." So I told her, I said, "Well, I'm going to do an instructional, and what I want you to do is I want you to watch it. And the next time I see you, I want you to, be on the floor dancing." So if you go back to that video, it's the #1 video. I think it has close to 1 million views. At the beginning of that video, I'm talking about that same lady. And that's how I started. I want everybody to be on the floor dancing. I did that instructional for her. And then from there, I thought about, well, if somebody doesn't know how to do the wobble, what about the electric slide? What about the Cuban shuffle? And I just built on that. So it's out of service, really, just wanting everybody to be on the dance floor to dance. Shout out to Dawn. Shout out to Miss Brown, Miss Inez. I'm just giving everybody a shout out. Thank y'all for tuning in, guys. Love y'all.
Yeah, I could definitely say your instructions.
Queen Sheila is on. Hello, Queen Sheila.
I could say that your instructions were an introduction to a lot of people into the community, the line dance community, because that's your name and your videos were all we seen. Like, yeah, we knew there were other, but it was easy to find. And any dance that we wanted to know about, you already had an instructional to it already. So definitely it was a service for the community as a whole. So we definitely appreciate you on that.
And I said one more thing that I realized coming from the fitness industry. If you look at the fitness industry, they really cater to people who are always be. In order for this line dance community to continue to build, you have to rely on new people and new blood coming in. So I always thought about beginners, people who want to dance, but they were left out.
We leave them
Right.
out. We never make people. Normally, people don't make time for them.
Right.
So I always think about the beginners.
Right.
And also the instructors, those beginner instructors, those people who are just starting out and want to start their own class.
Yes. So, Linda, how long have you actually been recording and sharing
Oh, I was
those recordings
supposed
with
to
people?
look that up, but I don't know. I think it's like, y'all look it up. I think it's like maybe 6 or 7 years or so,
Really?
something like that. Hmm.
Wow.
So
Okay.
how do you so my question for you is, how do you decide, because I know every so often you'll drop at least 2 or 3 videos of dances that you wanted to kind of like shed light on or whatever the case. How do you decide what dances to select? And follow up that question, have you been approached by individuals to ask you to showcase some of their dances on your platform?
Okay, Marquise, I thought you had a hangover, but you asked me some good questions, okay? Oh, he read it. He read it. That was just a big front. But anywho,
He told you that's his creative side that tends to come out. Okay.
thank you, Adrian Wood. She said the cleanest footwork in the game. Oh, that's so sweet. Hey, Marilyn. So, I actually rely on the line get dance community. I want to be cohesive. I want to flow with the line dance community. I'm not trying to stand out. I'm not trying to create my own. I'm trying to, these people were here before me. This line dance community was here before me. So I'm trying to flow with them and I'm trying to enhance what they're doing. So when it comes to teaching a line dance, I'm really looking at for instructors only. I'm looking at those individuals that's on YouTube that post line dances. I'm looking at views. I'm looking at Chris Blues. I'm looking at those who people follow. And I'm looking at those, what are the most popular line dances that are being taught.
Right.
And that's, so I let the line dance community tell me what they want me to teach.
Gotcha.
Okay, if that
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
and
sense.
yeah, and the second part is, yes, I do have individuals that come to me, but what I tell them is, I said that to put their dances out there, make sure it's posted, on YouTube, and then get on Facebook and promote their dances. And I tell them the line dance community decide what line dance they want to do, and I just flow with it.
Right. Yeah, I asked that question because I know I'm sure we all as instructors and have, and those who post videos get that presented to us as numerous times, that they feel like in order for our dance to actually be out there in the community, we have to select the right platform. And being that you're Linda Sims, you have a huge platform. We got to let's try to take advantage of that opportunity by reaching out to you to see if you're willing to do that. And so I don't know if you kind of interpret it as such, but I was just wondering how you handle those situations and just kind of give insight of, because even for me, sometimes I'd be like, you know what I mean? Or sometimes I just ain't really feeling the dance either too. So it's like, how do you really kind of deal with that situation?
Right.
That's what
But I just employ them to promote their own dance. I'm like, I'm here to do what the line dance. I say I have no control. I'm like, girl, you don't want me to promote your dance. It ain't gonna go anywhere. I'm like, you need to get out there in the line dance community because I'm flowing with them.
Right.
I'm like, girl, I ain't got no pool.
Now it's interesting you say that, because nobody see you like that, Linda. Now, real talk, if you put something out, you have a certified, and that's not just with you, certain other individuals as well, but it's a certified stamp that's been approved by it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
And I agree with that, Marquise. Totally agree. I've even had people to say to me, well, no, that's the dance Linda Sim does. So if that's the dance that she does, that's the dance we need to learn.
Yeah. So that's why it's important for me to support the line dance community and what they're doing and what
Yes,
they're
sir.
flowing. Because people are looking to me, but
Mhm.
they don't know I'm looking to individuals. I
Right,
don't have my own mindset whatsoever of what I want to do. I'm
right,
going with the flow. I'm trying to support the line dance community.
right. I agree, and we appreciate and respect it as well, because that's what we see. At least that's what I see for sure. Now, I have a question for you, and I watch you. Like I said, I watch the whole community and watch how they move, and I watch how they do what they do, right? And one of the things you do when I notice is that you will have a dance and then you will have an instructional to follow up behind that. But it was this one time that was kind of out of the norm for me. It probably was pretty common for you, but it was out of the norm for me when you did Before I Let Go. You ain't even wait till you get to the studio to do it. You did that junk, and I don't even know if it was at your house or something, but you went live right then and there. And
In the yard, right?
my interpretation was is that you wanted to get this thing out before it got touched. That's what it felt like. Cause you was like, yo, we finna shoot this right now. We ain't gonna even wait to get to the studio. We shooting this right now. And you did it. You know
So
what I
so
mean?
let me tell you how that came about. That came about because I happened to be with Stephanie, my girl Stephanie. Hey Stephanie, that's my girl Stephanie from New Orleans, and T from New Orleans.
Okay.
And we very seldom together all at one time. Okay, Stephanie teaches and I teach. I have a full schedule. So it's hard for us to come together. And just so happened that weekend we had lunch together.
Okay.
And in New Orleans, we got this thing where when we take lunch, it's an event.
Right. Oh,
So
sure.
so we have to wait outside to get in.
Oh, wow.
You eat, and then you just hang around.
Okay.
So we was just hanging around, still talking and spending time together.
Okay.
And so we went over to their house. It was a beautiful courtyard, is what it was. A courtyard there by their apartment.
Okay.
And we was just talking about the music. And we actually stood in front of the restaurant while we were waiting to get in, making up steps.
Right.
And then we decided after eating, well, let's go and record it or whatever. So that's really what it was, the spirit of the moment, actually.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
And we all was together, so we just decided to do it. It wasn't nothing planned or anything.
It didn't look like it. It like it just had like, oh snap. We like it almost looked like, oh, y'all hear that song? Let's make a dance right now.
And other thing is, people don't understand
Mhm.
the deep love that New Orleans has for maize. It is a deep history. When Essence comes here every year, that last night on Sunday, they're gonna bring maize in. Maize close out out the event, and that's just for New Orleans.
Mm.
New Orleans put maize on the map. If anybody know the history of New Orleans, so it's just something about New Orleans people. They love maize. So when we heard Beyonce do a remix and it's a maize song, I'm talking.
Mhm.
We unstoppable.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
So you know what, Linda? I don't know, Marquise. Are you trying to show us your shirt?
Oh no. I was just relaxing in the chair. You know what I mean? I'm still, relaxing and all that stuff. But it's
Oh, okay. Well, see, I didn't know if you were trying to show something, but Linda, can we show our shirt? Since he's
Yeah,
trying to show his shirt.
check it
uh,
out. Check it out.
I don't even know what that means. What does
It's
this all
okay. It's
mean?
okay. Look, go on, show. Tell him, Linda.
Ah, shout out to my girl Lala a 251. And so what we're kind of trying to do, and for everybody that's on the live feed, maybe I don't know, y'all might get an idea to do this. Because of the pandemic, everybody's just been separated, divided, and separated. So Lala had a great idea out of Mobile, Alabama. This is I-10, so it's Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. So
Mm.
all the line dance groups off of the I-10, we have come together to support each other. We have day parties, and just to bring us back together as a line dance community and to build us up, because we're ready to go full force in this line dance community. So it's a way for the local groups to come together. We I had the opportunity to meet Zandra in person. And she came over to Pensacola.
Okay.
And it was all just local groups from different states coming together, and it's a day party. So shout out for Lala for her vision and to bring the states together so we could continue build this community, this line dance community. And I had a blast. I was dancing next to my girl Sandra. If anybody knows me, when you dance next to me, I'm gonna try to mess you up, honey. I'm gonna try to mess you up. I'm gonna try to mess you up.
Oh,
But
Marquise, she was throwing them rolls on me.
She did the rolls.
Had to roll
Yeah.
back.
Oh, you don't want to get Zandra rolling.
Oh,
Zandra
she was hanging tough.
rolling.
She was hanging tough. Most people be like, "Get away from me, Linda! You're messing me up." And she be like, "What you got, girl? What you got?" I see you. I see you.
Hey,
Shout out to everyone, guys. We love y'all guys on this. Lala, my girl Lala, Regina, Karen, Carla from London. All y'all guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it.
that's
And
what's up.
even because the gathering actually took place yesterday.
Okay.
And it was really, really nice. I must say, Linda, as always, what you see is what you get.
That's what's up.
I was very pleased and honored to meet and dance with her.
Well, Marcus has been to my class, believe it or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or he wanna act irregular sometime, but he has been.
Yeah, I think. Hey, but you know, it was necessary. It was extremely necessary because that was our first time in New Orleans. We came up early, and we was like, "Yo, we got to go to Linda Sims' class," and she did like 15 dances in like 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, God dang it, boy! And she's like, she say, "You got a dance that you wanted to show us?" I was like, "Heck no, we learned it from you from the last video. What you talking about? Got no dances." But it was awesome. It was definitely awesome. So we
Yeah.
do. It was a blessing.
Well, you know, Linda, you are, as I say, you're wonderful. And you're really a true blessing to our family. As Marquise as I already mentioned several times, you know, in this interview. But I look at how you have brought in your events that you normally host every other year. I'm not sure how long you have hosted them, but I was privileged to attend the last one that you hosted and will be in attendance this year. Marquise, you know why?
Oh God.
First of all, it's Linda's, okay? But second of all, you know, it's my birthday weekend.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Yes,
get my
we're gonna
bell
turn
money
up
ready.
in the New Orleans. On
So I
July
gotta get my bail money ready, right?
Oh, on the July 8th. But Linda, her event actually starts that Thursday on the 7th and it ends that Sunday. Please tell us about it.
So it's the NOLA Southern Experience Line Dance Weekend, and we actually did it the very first time in 2017, and that really came about from my teaching channel and me attending different events, supporting other people, and people were like, "Linda, we want to come to New Orleans. We want to come to New Orleans." So I didn't want to do it, but people kept asking. And in the plans of, I mean, it almost took like 2 years to put it together, but it actually was just people asking, saying, "We want to come and support you, Linda. We love, you're the reason why we line dance. We the reason why we know some of the most of the dances that you've taught because of you." So it really came out of the which I didn't expect. My teaching channel, me going out to different events and people wanting to come to New Orleans. And it started off a 3-day weekend, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on that Sunday, we do a survey. And the survey said, we are here on Thursday. Why we're not dancing? So it turned into a 4-day week.
Mhm.
So actually, we allowed the attendees to tell us what they want, and so Thursday is Party with a Pink Purpose, and that's something that came out of something that we did. Let's Mess It Up as a group, raising money for a local organization for breast cancer.
Mm.
So with the 4-day that they wanted to add on Thursday, we decided to reach out to a national Black organization and to support them. So the proceed goes to a national and a local breast cancer organization. So
Oh,
Thursday is a fundraiser for breast cancer. So just imagine the room filled with 50 Shades of Pink
awesome.
to support breast cancer.
That's beautiful.
And so on Thursday, on Friday is always our theme changes, but this year is dripping in gold.
Mm.
So we do that on Friday. On Saturday is our workshop, and then we come in with our Mardi Gras Madness. So
Mm.
our theme of NOLA Southern Experience is to introduce to people and to remind people of our culture, of our food, of our music. And of course, nobody does Southern hospitality like New Orleans. So we bring you in, bring people in, and we make them feel like they are at home. And
Awesome.
after doing the Party with the Pink Purpose, Dripping in Gold, and Mardi Gras Madness, our father said, God says, you know what? That's some cute, but y'all need to sit down because on Sunday, he shows up and he shows out. You
Mm.
have not been to the NOLA Southern Experience until you come to our worship service on Sunday.
Mm.
That is the highlight. You're talking about a mountain top experience is
Mm.
our worship service.
Mm.
And after that, that's a different room. It's a beautiful room that overlooks the Mississippi River. And after that, we go back down to the main room, and that's our all right brunch. And the DJ continues with the gospel music, and it is a mountaintop experience.
Awesome.
And I really can say, when people say, what makes your event so special? We do a lot for the people, but it's really the people. The people that come are so special,
Facts.
and they come with such positivity and
Mm.
such a sense of family. So they really make this event. Let's Mess It Up comes and they raise the bar when it comes to hospitality, but we just behold the beautiful people that come to NOLA Southern Experience. And
Mm.
and I tell you, it's a I want to tell y'all this story. Pretty much I have my eyes on the registration, people that come in to register
Mm.
for NOLA. I get the notification, and I sent out someone registered and said they were from the UK, and I'm like, this lady filled it out wrong, the registration, right? I'm like,
Mhm.
oh. So then I took all my instructors and I sent them an email. So this lady responded, she's like, well, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that so I'm from the UK. And I'm like, well, maybe it is somebody from the UK. So I'm like, well, she's not gonna really come, right? When I
Mhm.
tell you Carla Gray came and she showed up, and I was just blown out of the water that somebody would come all the way from London to this
Mm.
event. And she said, you know what? I was on the fence, and she said, you know what? I'm just gonna go by faith. And she came, and we had the opportunity to meet her and to love upon her. It was just an awesome experience. And I was just so grateful to be able to meet a person from across the United States that would come to New Orleans. And
Mm.
it was just beautiful. It was just beautiful.
But she gave an overview, and
Mhm.
very modest, very humble lady that we are talking to. But you all, who was that? Regina, was it? No, or was it Stacy? One of them was saying, man, she made me feel like we were best friends when we,
The night 10.
down
Yeah.
there. And that's exactly what she does. She takes the time to literally speak to every individual that attends her event. She
Mhm.
even tells, look, she talks so much to everybody throughout the entire time. On Sunday, she can't talk. She lose her voice, and she's just there, y'all. When I tell you she fed us, let me think. That was Friday night. She fed us. Then talking about that brunch. Oh my word! I was
Well,
like, this is so
we gonna feed you in
funny.
New Orleans now. We gonna feed you
Yes,
in New Orleans. But I
and
gotta give a shout out to my line dance family because let's mess it up. We go into preparation. You know, in giving an event, you have to have the people that have the expertise that can come and pull this thing together.
Right.
So I don't do a whole lot. I have people in the background that do a whole lot. So we in preparation right now. This is where our work come in. But for when NOLA Southern Experience um happens, I have one job and one job only, nothing else. One job, and that's to talk to each individual that attends NOLA Southern Experience because it is. I'm grateful that you would take the opportunity to leave where you are and you would check in the hotel, you would pay the registration and come spend time away with from your family that weekend. So
Right.
people like, well, I hope I get a chance to talk to you. No, darling, you're gonna get a chance to talk to me. I
Right.
don't have anything else to do. People
Right.
say, well, I know you're busy. No, I'm not. I'm
Mhm.
here to spend time with you. And it benefits me because when I'm in front of this camera, I don't know who I'm talking to. But
Right.
when people share their stories with me, and remember, I'm a health and fitness consultant.
Mhm.
So it's not just about dancing. It's about people being healthy. It's about people. People have told me, you have willed me out of the bed. I've had a hip surgery. I used to watch your videos. I would get up and move with you. That's what's important to me. I want to improve people quality of life. I want to keep them moving. So when they meet with me and they tell me their story,
Mhm.
that is my purpose to
Right.
serve the people. And that's my motivation to keep going.
I love it. I love it. And I can tell you like
yes,
this. First of all, you need to be hired as a person who know how to market events. Oh my gosh, I almost bought into the event already. Like, golly.
Marquise,
Uh,
man. Have you ever experienced Southern
so
the NOLA?
we didn't catch that one because I saw it on video and everything else, but we missed it. And we intended to come this year. Honestly, we intended to come this year, but it was right. We end up having to teach at another event the same year, and that's what happened with us, if anything. So, but definitely it is on our calendar because our
To do.
agenda, yeah, our agenda is to experience, try to experience as many events we can throughout the community because I always like to one get the opportunity to see their perspective of the community, how they do things there in their region and everything else.
Yes.
And at the same time, but definitely I heard a lot about one of the biggest things I heard a lot about from your event. Shout out to Carlos the Prince. He said, "Man, she rolled out the red carpet for and it was just like he sold the event to us at the same time, but it was all about your hospitality. Like that was the most spoke thing about your event than anything else. It wasn't even so much about, oh, they got to play my songs or none of that mess. It was the hospitality was everything. You know what I mean? And just listening to you now, you know what I mean? Shoot, I feel all warm and tingly inside as well too. You know what I mean? So it gotta be on point. And I appreciate you sharing that feedback of what your focus and your mission is when you do create your event and everything else. So that's what's up. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Marquise, I think Lala, shout out to Lala, Mobile, Alabama.
Mhm.
Hi. As she said, it is first class,
Mhm.
period. Okay.
Mhm.
Her registration. Okay, and are y'all saying, am I trying to sell it? Yes, I am, because I'm gonna be there. So I've experienced it, but it's
Mhm.
first class. You go in. I mean, everything was just great.
That's
It
what's
they
up.
it just flowed, and they Mardi Gras madness.
Mhm.
That's exactly what it is. If you all are going, which I know, Linda, you're gonna start getting some messages saying, okay, I'm coming. Okay.
Right.
And they registration gonna start picking up even more. She last time, was that a 200 people waiting list you had?
Every year we have a wait list. Every year we have a wait list. But
Yeah.
you know, it's the people that come here, come to NOLA Southern Experience, they set the standard.
Right.
So whatever we give them, that's the standard that they want. They want first class. They want the hospitality. They want the food. They want the music. They want the culture. That's what New Orleans have to offer. We are a people from all around the world come to New Orleans. I remember I was in Paris, right? I was taking Paris, France, and I was taking a boat ride, and we were sitting on the boat, and everybody was just talking, and everybody was taking turns saying where they were from, and people were from all over the world. But when I said I was from New Orleans, you could have sworn I said I was from heaven.
Dang.
These people went crazy when I said so. That alone, New Orleans is a sell point because people love our culture here. They love our music. They love our food. In 2019, I was on a water diet a week after y'all left, Zandra, because I had nothing to eat. Y'all ate all the food. Y'all ate all the
They fed us, and I tell you,
I was on a water diet until they brought more food in.
we ate, but you know what? I gotta say, Linda, the Mardi Gras Madness, if you have never experienced Mardi Gras, they bring Mardi Gras inside the hotel. Do you hear me? The men that lead the parade, they lead the parade in the hotel. I was a second line umbrella. I had my umbrella. I was up there with Bernie. I was like, Bernie, what I need to do? What? And she was like, twirl it and go. I mean, boy, we was going down the line. So if you going, make sure you sign up for the umbrella workshop so that you can be a part of the parade.
But even the umbrella workshop, we give you the history of it. So when you take the workshop, we give you a card and explains the history of it. So what we want you to do is take that workshop, go back to your city and make it your own. Make it your own. You can take that umbrella ideal and make it your own.
So
because there's a party everywhere in New Orleans, anytime, anywhere.
So question for you is what made you decide to get away from the traditional way of doing events? Like, what made you get to a place where you felt like you wanted to create this type of experience versus what you see at a lot of the other events and everything?
Go on, Marcus. You know that's a good question. I like that. So it's actually I would travel to do workshops. So the YouTube created work for me. So not only was I just attending, events, people would ask, would say, hey, would you come and do a workshop? So when I would go to a workshop, I would talk to people. And what I realized, because I wanted to know, how did you get to California? How did you get to North Carolina? How did you get to, everybody kind of migrated in one way or the other through the South.
Okay.
Especially people from California. So the people from California, they come as early as on a Monday. They check in. The event doesn't start till Thursday, but they check in on a Monday because they got to come back here to visit family.
Okay.
A lot of people come early because they're going to Mississippi, they're going to Alabama to visit family. So the people that were coming to NOLA Southern Experience, in talking to them through the workshops that I would attend, I'm like, well, look, I'm gonna make this event and remind you of home, where you came from, your roots,
right,
the food, the culture, and those who didn't come through the South. I want to remind them of our culture. I want to introduce them to culture. So it was twofold, to introduce them to our culture and to remind them of their culture. Because a lot of people moved from the South and moved to Detroit and Chicago to California for a better way of life, but their roots are here. So it was just to remind them of their culture and to introduce them to our culture.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Definitely.
So, Linda, have you started a waiting list yet for this year?
No, not a wait list. So normally we sell out in February, but because of the pandemic, registration is a little slow. But as we come out of this pandemic and the numbers getting better, I'm seeing that we're seeing that registration is picking up. Mhm.
Okay.
So we are not
So-
sold out. So if you're interested in attending the NOLA Southern Experience, please go to our website. And one thing about our website, it is one-stop shopping. You don't have to go anywhere else. You can read about the entire event on our website. You can click on the itinerary. It'll tell you what you're going to do from the day you arrive until you leave. Also, we Event Villa, we're using that to handle our registration. But for those individuals who are not computer savvy, you can click on a button and it prints out everything, and you can you can do manual registration where you can mail in your registration. So you can click on our website to register. You can go to our website also to book your hotel. We have a special group rate that's available, so everything is done through our website.
Nice. Well, Linda Dunny from California, she was like, she can't wait. Pound can't wait.
And while you're talking about her, she's going to be one of our instructors.
Good.
And that came about, and actually y'all did an interview with her, right?
Yes.
So she was on my radar of one of the people I wanted to instruct. And that's something that's so difficult, is because you have so many great instructors and a choreographer that's attending your event. How do you select people?
Right.
So that really, when I saw that, I said, baby, I made that call that evening. I'm like, girl, I want you to teach. So her and her sister Penny will be teaching at NOLA Southern Experience. Shout out to Charles Doss. Hey Risa. Hey my Drika. Love you, Drika. And my Lavender. Love my Lavender. Hey Waverly. Hey, and just a secret, honey, we got a wedding plan at NOLA Southern Experience, honey. We got a wedding. It's going to be a private wedding, but a wedding will take place at NOLA Southern Experience. But it's a secret. It's a secret. But anyway,
He told us already.
hey guys, hey Stacy.
Yeah, but it is a secret.
Yes.
Because everybody
Thank
don't
you
know
guys for
that.
tuning in. Love y'all guys.
Yes, it has. Oh, Linda, I'm just so excited and so thrilled that you have actually taken the time to come back on and chat with us today. In the midst of that, tell us, what dance would you recommend the viewers to pick up or include in this week?
Oh, okay. So I have two. I want to shout out to my sister Dolores and to Miss Yvonne out of California. Hey, Miss Yvonne. Love you, Miss Yvonne. I'm going to get crazy, y'all. Hey, guys. So I have two dances. My first one would be an intermediate dance, and that would be chapter 2, Hunger and Affection. That's a beautiful.
Yeah, that's a
dance.
smooth one.
And for some reason, like anything that Jermaine Matthews and PJ they do or whatever, I just love it.
Yeah.
So that would be my first one. And also in reference to beginner's dance, I want to give a shout out to my very own Bernie. Her dance, NOLA Get It. That's a beginner's dance.
Yes.
You did it on the floor.
Yes.
Isn't the music nice?
It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So I would say that one, NOLA Get It. Those two dances. And that's a beginner's dance. And the intermediate would be Hunger and Affection.
Mhm.
Awesome. Marquise.
Yeah.
How's that monthly challenge going?
Oh, the monthly challenge is official. Once again, it's Joy and Soul. Joy and Soul by um, Robert Sykes and Ray Morris. It's a
That's a
pretty
nice name.
popular dance. Yeah, definitely. And right now, like we said, uh, we still got some time left. If anything else, definitely post your videos, tag me so we can go ahead and share it and celebrate you at the same time for taking on the challenge. And I'm just letting y'all know next month's challenge ain't gonna be easy now. So so if you're gonna get a challenge in, let it be this month because next month ain't gonna be easy. I'm just letting you know now because I'm struggling with it now. But yeah, definitely post and tag and let us know so we can go in and celebrate you at the same time.
Awesome. What about shout outs? Linda, I know we've been doing shout outs throughout, but would you like to give any more shout outs?
Let me see. Let me think about. Yeah. I would like to give a shout out to all those individuals back in the day that provided this platform for us.
Mm.
Those that are unheard of. I know we hear of the popular names, but everyone that built this community,
Facts.
that started from day one, that started dancing 20 and 25 years ago,
Mhm.
that have a love and compassion for this dance, for this community, I would like to give a shout out to them. I've been I tell people, see, I grew up watching people. But I can go back as far as 13 years that I've been watching line dancing, but it goes back further than that. So I give a shout out to those who built this, and we're standing on their shoulders and help carry this culture and and help build this community. So I give a shout out to those individuals.
Real quick question: who is or was a fan of yours early on when you were starting off? Like, who did you kind of like admire?
The most.
Yes.
You know what? For some reason, I didn't. If you, and I think that have to do with something with my age. I
Okay.
think younger people, they have fans, they have this. I don't think we just admire people for their work.
Okay.
I don't think we had fans. Like
Right.
people like, oh, you're a celebrity. I don't understand that.
Right.
Admire people. We admire people for their work
Right.
and for the love and compassion that you see that they have. So
Right.
and it might be a different term. We didn't use fans. Like we're not fans, so we just admire their work. So I would say, if you would say who you admire their work or whatever, it's been the Dave Bush. I've never met him, but I've watched him on videos. Brooklyn Ed, Ray Boyd, um, I am Kenny J, um, Chris Blues. If you look at those videos, some people I just don't even know. I just know them just by watching them.
Mhm.
But you saw that love and that compassion that they have. So it's just so many people
Right.
that's beyond that front row. You
I
look,
agree.
Bernadette. It's just so many. I go way back.
I
I'm
agree.
just admire their love and compassion, for line dance.
I agree. Definitely. I'm glad you clarified that too, because some people misinterpret it. So I do appreciate you saying that.
Yes. Marquise, do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out for Linda Sims, the celebrity. Nah, shout out to Linda Sims for doing her thing. We do
Got Joe.
appreciate
Got Joe. Got Joe.
it. That was a lie, but I'm a celebrity, y'all. Just so y'all know, I'm famous. But no, but definitely shout out to you as well because, like I said, you definitely introduced a lot of people, including myself, into this line dance community, and it's not only should be applauded, but should also be appreciated. To just to remind you that you are, and you still are, very effective for us in this community, like necessary. You know what I mean? Because you discovered your lane early on, and you stayed in your lane, and you communicated, and you operated, and you helped so many people, even those that are still beginners, like you said, that tend to get forgotten. You continue to reach out to them. That also help grows our community, and we're grateful for people who know their calling and what they're supposed to do and operate in that. And you did that, and you continue to do that, and you don't allow all the extraness to even distract you from focusing on what your purpose is. So we do appreciate you for doing that. And then also appreciate, like you said, also the people that's on this platform and the people in the community all together that continue to stimulate the community, continue to make it grow, continue to show us different sides, continue to evolve, showing, open up our minds to so much greater things for us to do as a community. We're grateful for everybody. You know what I mean? And Queen Sheila for creating a platform for us to even speak and have this conversation, and Zandra to do the work on the back end that nobody sees. We do appreciate you as well.
My girl. That's my girl, Sandra, my girl.
Linda, you my girl. Marquise.
Everybody, Linda. Go ahead.
Marquise. See, you know what? I was about to say something sweet because I don't get too many compliments from Marquise. Okay. So I'm gonna just leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it. But yes, and thank you. And I know we keep saying it even to our viewers. Thank you so much for taking the time to support our guests as well as us, the platform, Queen Sheila. Just thank you. That's y'all shout out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Linda, other than the event, the Southern Experience, do you have any other announcements that you would like to share? Any place? Will you be in attendance anywhere throughout the rest of this year?
Well, actually, the way I kind of operate is the year of NOLA Southern Experience, because it's so much work, we don't do any traveling. Unless it's, just a local event or whatever. We don't start traveling until after NOLA Southern Experience. And then that following year, because we do NOLA Southern Experience every year, that is our opportunity to support those individuals that supported us. So that becomes a very busy year. The year after NOLA Experience is very busy for us because we're reaching out to those groups that supported us. So I don't have anything on the agenda right now because we're kind of focusing on NOLA Southern Experience, but our schedule will start building with those individuals that's coming to support us. We'll be going out to support them later that year after NOLA Southern Experience, and definitely the next year.
So you do your events every 2 years or every year?
Every other year.
Every other year. And out of curiosity, because I know some people do events every year, and it's a question I have, like, what made you decide to do it every 2 years? Were you ever concerned that it will affect your event as far as people like, and I know it's weird, but just some people feel like, oh, if you do it every 2 years, then your event may not be as great as the last because, it kind of goes stale, they forgot about it, or whatever the case may be. Like, were you ever concerned of choosing every 2 years or what?
So my thought is this, from day one, I'm always thinking about how to support the line dance community, how to flow with them. So when I'm thinking about flowing with those who come in before me, I have to. It's almost like you're on the interstate, right? And you need to merge in. You just don't just merge into the lane. You have to see what oncoming traffic is coming to merge. So when I thought about NOLA Southern Experience, and I looked at all the other events that's on the calendar, to me, it was impossible for me to do an event every year because I'm merging with the community and I'm considering everybody else that's giving an event also. Not only to give an event, but how do I turn around and support them? Right. I can't do that. And I'm talking about me, myself, not anybody else. I can't do that Let's Mess It Up can't do that every year. That's very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
The type of event that we do at the level that we do and all the work, it's impossible to do it every year.
Mm.
Also, with me being on YouTube and wanting to get out to support other groups, that's impossible for me to do every year.
Right.
Also, just looking at and the line dance community is constantly growing.
Mm.
So I remember when I first grew up watching line dance, they didn't have that many events out there. Now
Right.
it's so many. So I thought about just merging. I want to flow with the line dance community. I don't want people to be on the fence saying which one do I go to, you know? So
Right.
it's really just looking at everything as a whole and to merge with the line dance community and consider other people that's trying to give an event also
Right.
and trying to support the community. And Let's Mess It Up does do a lot of work. And I don't think they would do it every year personally because it's so much
Right.
work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. And you know what? I'll come back to the announcements. I got a shout out. I forgot to give a shout out to my new family. I got a shout out again. I 10. Hey,
La la.
I saw Roz was on. Shout out to Roz.
Roz,
That be all right.
Felicia and Adrian. I mean, so many people. I forgot to mention Miss Marva Black. I love Miss Marva Black. You see, I don't like to give shout outs because you miss a lot of
A
people.
whole lot of them.
I got love for my girl La La.
I
though.
don't think real fast on my feet. I
Yeah.
see later on, y'all. I'm like, well, why didn't I call out this person? I love everybody. And let me tell you something. It's a shout out. That's an announcement. I love everybody. I am a blessed woman. I live a blessed life. And I am just so humble and so grateful to do what I do. So shout out to everybody.
Yes.
One
And-
last question for you too, Miss. And I meant to ask this earlier, but I want to ask this because I know certain people experience this. Being how you so totally involved into the line dance community and line dancing as a whole, did it place any type of strain on your marriage, if anything? And if it did, like how were y'all able to operate through that at the same time?
No, because like I said, I'm aerobic instructor by profession. So I look at line dancing as such. It's movement to me. It's movement to me. So that's like my husband, like, well, that's another aerobic class you got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And also when I say I'm blessed because I have a very supportive husband. My husband is not into line dancing. He
Right.
works.
Right.
So he works, and my job is to run the house and to do whatever else I want to do. And he supports me. So one thing about line dancing is it's not my life. It's about balance.
Okay.
So I have my work, which is line dancing, but also I have my family and I have my friends. So it's important for me to keep that balance. So
Gotcha.
no, I would say no, it haven't caused up.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Now, I do have one other question before I give one last shout out or announcement. Really a shout out. How did you come up with Let's Mess It Up? The name. Only because I could see it two ways. So I'm like, let me see. How did you come up with Let's Mess It Up?
Okay, that's interesting. Hey, Miss Frida, shout out to Miss Frida. Hey, Clara. So, hey, Miss Antoinette, love you, Lala. So it all came after Hurricane Katrina. I evacuated to the Memphis area, and shout out to Memphis and the line dancers in Memphis. They embraced My family, that's like my second home. So after evacuating to Memphis, I stayed there for 18 months. And I had the opportunity to work at a wellness center at FedEx. So FedEx that's their world headquarters in Memphis, and they have different campus. And one of the campus was the computer people, and they had a wellness center for the employees, for the retired people, everybody. There's about 22 people, 22 buildings on the campus. It's humongous. And so in teaching and working at the facility full time, my manager, her husband got a job at FedEx, okay? And he was in training. So she told her husband, well, how the training going? He's like, well, I'm tired of reading books. I'm tired of reading the material. He's like, I want to mess it up. And she's like, well, no, you don't want to mess it up. He's like, no, I want to do it. I want to get my hands on it. You know, he was there reading the material, the manuals or whatever, but he actually wanted to do the job. So he said, I want to mess it up, which meant he want to actually put his hand on what his training and actually do it. So when I thought about the group, I'm like, yeah, let's mess it up. So let's mess it up is once you learn the dance, make it your own. Make it your own. Let's mess it up. Make it your own.
Like it. Like that. I
Okay,
like
man. Yeah, and that's actually, and that's how you should do it. That's how you should
Let's
do it
mess
at the
it
end of
up.
the
So
day.
it's really not, mess the steps, but make it your own. Let's mess it up. We were messing
Okay.
it up on the floor the other day, yesterday. We took that dance and we made it our own.
That's
Baby,
good.
you should have seen my girl over there on that column.
Yeah,
She
see,
worked,
I was
boy,
on floor. I was still doing the dance. I was messing it up.
Yeah.
Did you do that? We called it the Linda Sims tap around, when she did the tap around all around in circle.
All of
That's
that.
the Linda
All of
Sims
that.
tap.
You just never know what you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get. And look, but guess what? So then I'm playing off for Zandra, right? And she did a walk around. I said, that's what we're doing? I said, you better walk, girl. You better walk.
Don't get Zandra started, because Zandra got a whole
She
nother
did it.
side.
She better walk. I was messing it up. She like, oh, you can mess it up? I can mess it up too. Watch this. Watch this.
To tell you, Zandra got that conservative side on this podcast, but you put her in the room with the music, it's a whole different Zandra.
Well, she messed it up last night. She messed
I
it up last
believe.
night. I was like, what you got? She said, let me show you.
Mhm.
Let me show you what I got.
Somebody asked the question. They was like, what's the story around the famous mural in your background?
Oh my God. That's wonderful. That's a great question. So guys, so this room that I'm in is not my room. This is my husband's room. This is my husband's man cave. So if I can I hope I don't mess it up. Just this is the let me see, right here. It starts right here. Wait, this way. Right here. Oh, can y'all see? Okay, so this here is the side entrance to my house. Okay, this is my husband's man cave, and my husband's uncle is an artist. So my husband wanted a mirror that everything that represent New Orleans. So right there above is a po' boy sandwich. You have a crawfish. You have the second line band. That's the cathedral. That's the riverboat. That's our sports arena right there, and that's New Orleans, the Fleur de Lis. That's the cobblestones right there. That's the streetcar. Right there is Mr. Big Shot and the Blue Dog, and also we have some characters. Right there above the Fleur de Lis. That's actually my husband's uncle.
Wow.
So this is my husband's man cave, and it's on one side of the wall from the front to the back is
That's
a
beautiful.
mirror that everything that represents New Orleans. So the taping that's done in this room comes from his man cave.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. You're right. That's very beautiful. And you know what? Now, I've been meaning to give a shout out to Linda Hardy.
Yes.
Yes. Y'all, you can't see it, but yes, you can. Bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get it up here.
Yeah.
UrbanLineDanceHistory.com.
Mm-hmm.
This is what she does. And hopefully we'll be able to get her on here and to talk about the history of line dance. And she collects all of these things from what what I understand. She collects and she's building. This is basically what like our history. She's a historian type, that's the name I'm gonna put on her.
Mhm.
But I just had to say thank you. She reached out and was like, I gotta send you the bracelet. So she sent it to me, and I want you to see if you're looking, Linda, I have the bracelets. They are
Wonderful.
beautiful, and thank you again.
And check out the website. Check out the website. What is it? UrbanLineDanceHistory.com.
Yes, here it is. UrbanLineDanceHistory.com.
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you so much for sharing that information. At NOLA Southern Experience, what we do is we send out newsletters when our attendees, after they register, we try to put out about a newsletter every 3 weeks before the event to get people ready and give them information. So we'll definitely go to that website to share some of the history. That's important.
Yeah.
To understand the line dance history, and for that history to be in one place, that's really important, and that's a place we can refer. So I'll be sharing that information on our next newsletter and referring people to her website. So thank you for sharing that information.
Yes. Y'all, shout out to my boy Calvin Pye Allen in Troy,
Hey,
Alabama.
Calvin.
Yes. So
Hey, brother.
I tell you, you know what, Linda? It has been a joy. And you know what? Didn't we say we were gonna keep it to 45 minutes?
Yeah, y'all long-winded, boy. Y'all be talking. I'm like, we ain't got to talk that long time because I'm gonna be finished in 20 minutes. Y'all, Marquise, he's long-winded. Sandra's long-winded. I don't know that much.
My
It
bad.
has been a joy. And when I tell you, I can't wait to see you again. If I don't see you before July, I cannot wait to spend that weekend in New Orleans and to dance with you again.
So I'm gonna let y'all guys know, everybody that attends NOLA Southern Experience, I want y'all guys to know we're gonna take great care of you. We cannot wait for y'all guys to come. We can't wait to spend time with you. We can't wait to give you that Southern hospitality. And I want to thank y'all guys for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for this platform, Queen Sheila, and also for y'all guys stepping up to do this. I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful to everyone that supports the channel. Thank you so much for allowing me to do my purpose, which is to build on this community and to help this community stay cohesive and to move forward. Thank you for the opportunity. I am so grateful and I'm so honored.
Definitely. Can't hear you. She don't realize we can't hear her.
Okay. Yeah.
We can't hear you. It was good. It was good conversation, though. Thank you. Thank you.
You know what? Ooh, I tell you, he and I were born in the same month. You know, you would have no idea. You would think we were opposites. Oh, thank you, Marquise.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Linda. You're welcome, but we also want to say thank you again. Please, family, subscribe to us on YouTube and Facebook. Queen would love for your donations to come in to help her with the podcast. And if you have those donations, please feel free to Cash App her at $ the LDC, as you see at the bottom of the screen. It has been a joy. When I tell you a joy, I'm still on the high from yesterday. When I tell y'all we danced, we
What a
ate.
great weekend. What a great
Yes.
weekend. We all three of us had a great weekend. Marcus was in Detroit. He was at the Detroit Experience at March Madness.
Yes.
And Zandra, it was such a wonderful opportunity to meet you. It's always like meeting another friend. I'm like, do I have another sister friend somewhere? So thank you for coming, because we had just spoken, and next thing you know, I'm seeing you in Pensacola.
Right. Yes. I was like, wait a minute, Linda. Oh, okay. You know what? Let me see what I can make happen.
Wow,
We
wonderful.
showed up, and
shout
as
out
they
to
showed
Erica
up,
Calhoun for and Shake It Up for doing such a wonderful job.
excellent. Thank you again, viewers. Linda is not long-winded, but we went over an hour and 16 minutes. I think that may be the longest interview we've had. So with all of that, go on, get that roll in. Oh, love it. We love you all. Thank you, Queen Sheila, for this platform. And as I've said earlier, please subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook. Please share the information with others and encourage them to subscribe. And until next time, we will see you next Sunday. Oh, and look, we're going to take a different angle next week, a whole different angle. Because there are many times we have events and we don't capture them. But we are going to talk to Lady Snapshot and get her perspective on what she does when she attends these wonderful events that we have. Okay. So come back next Sunday, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time, as we interview Lady Snapshot. We love you. Have a wonderful evening and see you next week. And
thank you, guys.
What? Love is no good unless what, Marquise?
Marquise, come on now.
You pass it away. I mean, you give it to someone in need.
Love is no good unless you're giving it away. And here is some of mine. Linda. Viewers.
Love you, Lavender, Charles, Felicia, Lala.
Yeah, Marquise.
Erica, Ross, Kenny.
Linda, we going over, Linda. Linda.
Love it. You all have a wonderful evening and good night to all.
Good night.